Well, hello, everybody. I hope the lighting is Goldilocks just right. Not too dark, not too light, not too glaring. As long as I look like I'm 40 instead of 67, that's all I care about. Come on. I'll have another tablespoon of coconut oil in my bulletproof coffee. Smooth out these wrinkles. I saw somebody that was probably the age I am now around 10 years ago in a yoga or Pilates class. And when you were doing things like the downward facing dog and stuff like that, her face fell, her arms, like mine now, fell. And I said, no way will I ever do this in public. Look at this. I mean, it was like her whole face was falling. And I said, I've seen that on me in a mirror. And it's like, not going to happen. So some things can't be stopped. My insides might be healing, but the skin is still shows its age. Well, which is not why you tuned in, right? You're here because of keto, right? You've got the right department, right? Yeah. This isn't the return section at TJ Maxx. This is the keto under 20, especially for older women or older people with sluggish metabolisms who'd never thought they'd lose another pound in their life. And here you are today. And you're weighing in and it's going down. It's going down. So, how unfortunate can that not be? Isn't that great? So, this is the second bulletproof coffee. 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of Vital Farms pasture-raised butter. The coffee is Jim's Organic Aurora. Jim's Organic is out of Rhode Island. I buy it at Whole Foods. It's on sale for the next couple of days, so I will have to go down there and replenish because it's about once every 2 months, I think they go on sale. It's worth it. I like my organic coffee because they really do a good job with it, and you're not getting something that could be moldy with the beans sitting on a floor at some roasters and not being gotten to for months. Yeah, that's one of the things you can avoid when you're buying, this or the Bulletproof brand coffee, which is also on sale at Whole Foods for a couple more days. Anyway, so my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. I'm 67. I've been practicing keto under 20 for 16, 17 months. Before that, I did low carb, high fat for about a year and a half with no grains and no sugars, but I still had fruits and I still had that white baked potato or that sweet potato. So that's where my high carbs came in. They were still veggies. And then before that, good old Weight Watchers, I did the Smart Point program. And I dropped me some 17 pounds, and then it just stopped. And so that was how that was. That I went as far as I could go, which if you listen to people do reviews of Weight Watchers, you will see that that is a program that will take you some distance, but not all the way. So I thought I was at maintenance at my 137 for a year and a half. And then I gave up, then I went to the keto and I gave up fruits. I gave up all starchy underground veggies. I gave up diet sodas, which I never even drank anyway, artificial sweeteners, which I never really had anyway, and grains, and all kinds of sugars, which means that you have to read vitamin bottles, supplement bottles, especially things if you have smoothies. I don't. I'd rather eat my food. So I have to check all those ingredients because there's something like 68 different kinds of sugars, and they will get you. Some of them are chemical, some of them are natural, some of them are plain old white table sugar, but a sugar is a sugar is a sugar. And it could disrupt. It could disrupt all the good traction that you're getting. And you don't want to have it disrupted because you're having one of these like smoothie type things that you spent $50 on for the jug, figuring, well, I'll have that. I'll have that after I exercise. Or some some 90-day guru of keto and hard exercise recommends it, and they're skinny. And they didn't get skinny because of keto. They were probably, doing keto because of the health benefits, and they were already slim and trim, and not some old 67-year-old woman that needed to get to a lean and mean place and used keto to do that, along with benefiting health. Lots of non-scale victories with keto. So what I'm going to talk about today is trust but verify. So anything you hear, blah, 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 coming out of my mouth or anybody else's mouth that practices keto, just started keto, has been on keto for 5 years, or even is a different gender than you, take with a grain of salt and go and do your own research. You can go onto YouTube right above here, and there's that search bracket. You can go in there and put something, something, something. Or you can go to Google and just Google it. Now, if you're looking for truth, do not Google a product and read what the product says about the product, right? Don't go to the manufacturer's website where they're going to be all glory and wonderment and touting how great it is. What you want to find is somebody that's going to give it a true review, okay? And the reason I'm saying this is because I just did a video on the 3 sweeteners, just like sugar, which I did not like, pure, P-Y-U-R-E, organic stevia and erythritol blend, which I do like, and then Zyla, which comes from hardwood, which I have had for the last 4 or 5 years, and I do like. Okay, the Zyla I still like the best. The pure came in second, and the just like sugar I don't like, won't have again. So it's down to the 2, and I'll have some in my second bulletproof coffee. I'll have the pure, and in my first bulletproof coffee at 3 a.m. I'll have the Zyla. Now the thing that I found about the pure is it is very, very sweet. It's much sweeter than the Zyla, so I don't need the same measuring thing, which is a teaspoon. I need a little bit less than a teaspoon. Yeah. And so that's the story there. But somebody was panicking about it, and there was this one review that said stevia isn't good for you, and this other review that says Truvia is not good, which I believe, because Truvia has been processed 78 times. So when I picked out the pure, at least I went with the organic. It still says natural flavorings, which is, we all know, if you're a veteran to label reading, means stuff they can get away with. But I figured because it was organic, maybe, I don't know. I'm not obviously at 1 teaspoon per day. I'm not using a lot of it. So I will stick with the organic blend. It's nice and cheap, and I like it. So, but do your own research. And then if you read a few different people's, because not everybody speaks the truth here. I know, that's surprising. I'm really a 20-year-old, and I really, don't weigh what I say I weigh, okay? You can believe that. But, so, yeah, you want to make sure that you trust but verify anything that you're hearing. And when you hear, when I'm taking my walk at the rec and I'm listening to people, and males are saying that they have 50 net carbs per day, I think that would throw me so far out of ketosis. Net carbs would get me into trouble in a nanosecond. I can't do net carbs. Why? Because I'm a food addict, and that gives me too much space to play in, if you know what I'm saying. I don't need wiggle room on my keto food plan. So I do total carbs, and that's it. And so I have what I work with, like my green beans, my spinach, my asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower crumbles. Those are pretty much the veggies I do. Every now and then I have a hankering for zucchini zoodles, but not that often. I'm pretty much the piece of meat, the salad, and a little veggie. Like today is going to be 5 asparagus spears with my big salad and my baby back ribs, okay, that are already cooked from the egg, and I will be having them for dinner tonight. So, and my big salad is 75 grams of organic romaine, 25 grams of watercress, 33 grams of baby organic spinach, 3/4 of an ounce of Whole Foods 365 feta cheese with no, as far as additives go, it will be a chapter here. It has no RBGH or RBST in their cheese. And 1 tablespoon of macadamia nut oil and 1 tablespoon of EVU, organic, extra virgin, first cold pressed olive oil. Say that 15 times. And so that will be my OMAD. So the debate will always continue. If you're having a bulletproof coffee, does that mean that your intermittent fasting is interrupted? Are you spiking insulin? Some gurus say you will, some gurus say you won't. But if that's the case, I'm on maintenance. I weigh in that window of 121 to 123 so far every week. I did have a dip lower than 121. Oh, that was fun, but that was clearly a fluke because I bounced back up into that range the next week. But I have my 2 bulletproof coffees. Sometimes I do an overnight. Often I do an overnight. I worked 5 days or 5 nights last week. And so I'm getting up at 11 at night to go in for my midnight shift. So I have a bulletproof coffee, and then I make 2 other coffees that I bring. No fats in them. Well, 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, but none of the coconut oil or the brain octane or the pasture raised butter. And so I have that. And so, and then after work, like right now, before the rec time, it's 10:30, I'll have a second bulletproof coffee. And then between 3 and 4, Greg and I will have our OMAD, 1 meal a day. And it works. So I don't know if I'm spiking something. I don't know if I'm in the wrong territory by having a fatty coffee or 2 each day in my non-eating window. I still call it intermittent fasting. It's what I do. I can find plenty of people that do it and have good results like me, or stable results, maintenance results. And then there's other people that say, oh, horror, 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 like the alarm should go off. This is what you're going to find now on YouTube, because there are so many keto people popping up. And when Keto Chaos did who she listens to, I captured a few from her, giving me a shout out. Her membership doubled in 10 days. And I see other people just exponentially just going from, 2,000 to 4,000 to 6,000 to 15,000. And it's great. A lot of people are doing keto, much to the dismay of all those worst diets of 2017. Yeah. And then you have to tune in to Ken Berry, MD, when he does his parody of the worst diets, or his satire of the worst diets. Don't go on the keto diet. You don't want to lose weight. You don't want to go to, get sleep deeper. You don't want to have lowered blood pressure, lowered cholesterol. Get off your diabetes medication. Get off your Lipitor. Don't go on the keto diet. He was hysterical how he didn't keep a straight face. I needed a Depends watching him. It was fabulous. So anyway, trust but verify. You just want to have sage advice. I mean, you can ask me what I do. I'll tell you what I do, and I do it because it works for me. It might not work for you. I don't know. I'm just grateful that at 67, I weigh what I weigh, and I can eat what I eat, and I can have my bulletproof not 1 but 2 coffees every day. I am just tickled to death with how I can do it, and I can have my wonderful one meal a day between 3 and 4 p.m. and be totally satiated until it's bulletproof coffee time 12 hours later and then 6 hours after that. It's what works for me. So I'm going 23, 24 hours without eating. I'm drinking some fat, but I'm not eating. And whatever it is, it works for me. So I'm not stopping. So trust but verify. And good luck with your program. You can always ask me questions here. I also offer a one-on-one keto coaching at ketocoachingsarah.com. And I have a few different packages if you want to have some one-on-one with me or personal emails for 30 days. Go check it out. You never know. But otherwise, I'll keep pumping out these nice little videos that I do every day because my keto community is the most important thing to me. I couldn't have kept doing it without you. And you know how I feel about you guys because I'm here every day. And if I'm not here, it's because I screwed up putting what time to put the video up, like I did a few days ago. I put 12 p.m. instead of 1 a.m. And that's an operator error because, you know, old lady, sleep deprived sometimes, or needing more caffeine. So anyway, this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. You could be a snowflake, you could be a turtle, you could be a pickle, or you could just be doing your keto, carry on, and keep keto calm. Or you could be all of them. I'm all of them. I love my keto program. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not keto-fying. So, yeah. And so if you have an issue with keto-fying or you love it, this isn't the station to find 5 new recipes with almond flour or coconut flour. Sorry. Or a new pancake or waffle or something. You're not going to find it here. I don't use the artificial sweeteners. Plus, it's triggering to me. And why would I cook something that's triggering? I just spent 4 or 5 years getting rid of the sugar and the flour, right? Thanks so much for watching. Tune in again next time. You never know what's going to come up. Thank you. Bye-bye.